defensive end, former first-round pick for the Kansas City Chiefs, Felix Anudike-Uzomah. How are you, my friend? Oh no. What happened? Hello?
Can you
Did
hear
you
me now?
mute? I can, but we just had this like great intro, all this music, and
I
that
know,
can
I
we do
know, I
it
know.
again?
No, I was trying to compliment you
I
saying
want
that
it
you said it
again.
right.
Run it back, run it back.
You doing it
No,
again?
no, no.
Gets devoured. Anudike-Uzomah.
We had to run it back. Super Bowl
That's
champion,
actually
defensive
funny.
end, former first round pick for the Chiefs, Felix Anudike-Uzomah. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Thank you for saying my
Yeah.
last name right. It was a lot of people can't really say it, but I mean, you got it
What's
down
the
packed.
worst? What's the worst botch job of your last name you've ever heard?
I have Anudike Uzama. I have Anuduk. I have Anudik. I have all that stuff. So it's a lot. Yeah, but you got it
And
down packed. I'm proud of you.
I don't know my trick when I get tripped up on the name, or I could
Yeah,
I sing it
you sing it.
because
So how
yeah,
you sing it?
when I said, like I literally did it here. I said Felix Anudike-Uzomah because everything kind of blurs together, so you
Yeah.
can't super botch the pronunciation. That's a little journalism tip for your post
Okay. Okay.
football career. But Felix, you got a long way to go, and I gotta tell you, I am getting texts about the excitement and then the pressure on you. But before we get to that, it is the off season. My show clearly in true off season form.
Mhm.
You're listen. You could do anything with your time. Why would you take up golf? Why would you do this to yourself?
So listen, I'm terrible at golf. I'm not gonna lie. So, but I have a lot of people pressuring me. It's like even like Jay Reed's golfing event coming up. I have people telling me I got to practice for that. So we're gonna see how that's gonna go. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm not no like crazy golfer. I'm just trying just to even hit the ball. So we're gonna start from there.
I don't know who knows more about golf, you or I. I've been doing a couple things. I was down at the NFLPA Classic. Everyone was miserable. Like, you guys do this to yourselves for 10-hour days and you're miserable the entire time. Did you really? I heard you went and tried to get clubs just like at like a Dick's Sporting Goods or something. Like, you can't, you're 6'4".
Yeah, yeah. Because what's it called? I didn't have clubs this whole time, and I was like, I need clubs to practice. So I kept on stalling. My friends were like, when are you gonna get clubs? I'm like, I'm gonna get clubs sooner or later. Like I'm gonna ask everybody around. So I was like, let me just go ahead and just get it from like this store and stuff like that, and just practice from there. But like they're kind of small, so I low key need to get fitted. But we're gonna see.
I heard. Well, I wish you success in that. Although I don't know that you're going to have any because nobody ever does. Golf is wild. You've had a great career. My favorite thing about your career is that I feel like I say this about different position, obviously different side of the ball. Devonte Adams, like every game, every quarter, I feel like he got better his entire career. Like it was so
Hmm.
fun to watch, easy to root for, and I really feel like. You're ascending your whole life. Freshman B team to all state selection, two-star recruit to Big 12 DPOY. I will say it feels like Kansas City is really looking for a giant step for you. Do you feel that way?
Oh yeah, I feel that way a lot too, especially like this is like year three. So even just playing faster, learning the playbook, having what Spagnola has to offer, just is going to help me just have my step even higher. So I'm ready for that. I'm prepared, and I'm excited for what the season has to hold.
I mean, there are a lot of pieces lost, and Spags is going to look at you even closer, I'm sure.
Mhm.
I don't know if I was going to do this, and you're so nice, but like we have to talk about the Super Bowl. We're 23 years old to see this step. I do want like you've won one. How does it feel to lose one?
Uh, it's It sucks. I'm not gonna lie. And it's. I feel like it's like worse than not even going to like the playoffs. Just losing the Super Bowl, especially we spent all this time just to make it to that point, and then losing it sucks. But honestly, there's stuff you can learn from it to get better. So that's what we're gonna do this offseason, and obviously the OTAs to training camp, and then hopefully get right back there and win.
What does that mean? Like you're trying to find the good, right? In the morning meeting, we have this like 6 a.m. call with my whole staff, and it's Is there any benefit to losing? No, because like the Chiefs are still going to get everybody's best punch. You're just
Mhm.
as good as you were, and you're gonna like. Is there any? What is the thing that you can take away that is a good thing, other than Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid and Travis Kelce getting shredded?
Just it's humbling experience. I feel like the good thing is like we know why basically the reasons why basically lost the Super Bowl, and we can improve from that. So we can go to off season, go to meetings, stuff like that, see what we can do better, and even like even physically wise, what can we do personally to step our game up so we can not be in that position we were last year.
Is there an idea that this team like wasn't fit enough or something? Because I'm seeing like Travis training like crazy and Patrick Mahomes, like I've seen on Instagram, like a lot of that. Is that why the physicalities as a focus?
They're always like that. Those guys are always fit to compete. I see Pat there early in the mornings, always at the facility. Like he's a competitor, so it just them being huge competitors want to is basically like encouraging all the other guys to step their game up, train harder, be harder in the film room and everything like that, so we can eventually get our goal to win another Super Bowl. So
Yeah.
yeah.
You said that you know the reasons why you lost. What's the reason you guys lost?
It's hard. It's kind of hard to explain for myself, but I just feel like it just they were honestly kudos to them. They were well prepared. They had a lot of things down packed. It just we came up short basically. I feel like there's a lot of things we could have fixed on both ends of the field, offense and defense, but it just that they I feel like prepared even better. So, but I know for next year that especially knowing Andy Reid and knowing all the coaching staff that we're going to be prepared for next year. So I'm
I
excited.
think that's the good. I think the good in it is like, let's effing go revenge tour, scorched
Yeah.
earth, refocus. Not that you weren't focused, but I think that's the
Mhm.
good out of it. Like, there's no way this is happening again. Like, we're gonna roll. Like,
Yeah.
that's at least what I'm hoping. You're gonna be a big part of that with
Mhm.
everything that you've done. It's reported that the Chiefs want a permanent fixture on Christmas Day on Netflix. Now, I know Santa brought you a sack last year against those Steelers.
Uh-huh.
You licked Russell Wilson on Christmas really well. What do you think he'll bring you? You guys play on Christmas this year?
I don't know. It's always surprises, so we'll see. We never know what's going to happen. So hopefully it's another sack, probably two or something like that. But we'll see. Just keep training, and honestly, you never like our coach said, you never know where your sack's going to come. So it's not going to come if you don't try hard. So we'll
You
see.
enjoy playing on Christmas.
I do. I do. It was actually I will say I do and I don't kind of we kind of came in home a little late, but it was just an enjoyment just to even get the win. I think Christmas will always be fun, obviously, if you win. So
You guys obviously have the draft. I'd like you to make, you pick at 31. There's, offensive guys being talked about, defensive guys mocked to Kansas
mhm.
City. Help Spags and Veach out. Make your case for drafting a defensive player.
Oh, this is not in my payroll. Let's see. I don't even know. I know that we lost Sean Wharton. He's a great guy, very good competitor. So it's going to be hard to fit him back in. But I mean, I guess a D tackle probably we can pick up. Learn under Chris Jones, a phenomenal D tackle. And then and I really don't know with the offensive side, but I know it'll be good to have another defensive tackle. So.
It is a good D tackle draft. I'll say that. But
Mhm.
I think Patrick might text you after seeing this interview and say, "Are you joking? We need an offensive line, bro. What are you
I
doing?"
see. I don't know anything on the offensive end, but I just know defensive wise, it'll be good. Especially our room is kind of funny and crazy, so
You
it'll be
know,
a nice.
you know Will Howard, Felix.
Oh yeah, that's my guy. You talked to Will Howard?
I just know that you played with him at Kansas State.
Oh
What just
yeah,
happened?
that's my guy. That's my guy. Oh, we had a lot of memories, a lot of good and a lot of bad memories too. I can't even say on camera, but
Uh-oh.
that's my
Well,
guy.
hold on. I need to hear though. What do you mean?
Which, well, the bad ones
Yeah.
are the good
You can't
ones,
just the ones you can't say
huh?
on camera, you have to say on camera. Those are the rules.
I don't know if it's appropriate for camera, so we can't say it. That's the thing. You might
Well, it's
get
appropriate.
fired. So.
It's appropriate for you to tell me and scouts and fans and GMs. I mean, I know he
Oh,
won the national championship. What else do I need to know about Will Howard?
he's a okay. Well, how is it? He's a great character. He's very loving. He always encouraged guys to do their best and everything like that. He's been through a lot of adversity, even coming here. He was started off a backup, and he kept on having that drive. I never knew what position he was in whenever he was a backup, so I didn't know like his mental thoughts. And they brought another guy in, and I didn't know how he was going to react or how he's going to uh, handle that situation. But what he did was he came to work every day, and he was able to win us the Big 12 championship, even with all the adversity he had. So just type of seeing that type of drive just encouraged me too. So like I see him every day in the facility, and he always puts a smile on his face. He's never negative and nothing like that.
Mm.
So whoever's going to draft him is going to get a great quarterback.
I love that, and we'll clip that off and maybe send it to some teams and help out your boy. And I
For
like how
sure.
close he's on that. All that's gosh, this tush push thing, Felix. The debate rages on. The Packers, by the way, this morning, everybody watching, they're
Yeah.
rewriting their proposal now. Now, you're the
Hmm.
perfect person to ask about this because you faced it a bunch in the AFC
Yeah.
Championship and, of course, in the Super Bowl. Let's take a look at the tush push situation at the Super Bowl, where Chris Jones, by the way, is like sideways. What break down this play?
Shoot, it's just I don't even know. Like it's unstoppable. We try to like I guess go sideways and have somebody else go on top push, but it's just a play that just like kudos to the Eagles. They found an unstoppable play. So I mean, it's very hard to uh cover, but we're gonna see. We're gonna obviously try our best damn near every practice to try to like perfect how to stop it. So I mean, it's been
Yeah.
done before, so it's not like it has been done, but obviously it's like the consistency of it. So
I mean, Chris Jones was sort of like was that something that he did on his own? Is that schemed?
uh I honestly forgot. I don't know if it was ski. I don't know if he probably did it on his own. I forgot. I don't know if he did that, but I mean, it's you got to do something. That's so hard to cover. So anything
Yeah.
you got, honestly, make up something. You got to do something because it's that tush push is different. I'll say that.
So how did you talk about the tush push those 2 weeks leading into the Super Bowl?
It was something that we knew. Like obviously, we just don't want to come down to the tush push. So we've got to stop them before they get to like to the 1 yard line or anything like that, or they only have like 1 yard or 2 yards to go. So it's just something that we preach not to do that because obviously that's kind of hard to cover that.
You think it should be banned?
I don't know. I can't answer myself. It's like
What do you
there's
mean?
like
Yes, you
a
can.
I mean, yeah, I guess it should be banned, but at the same time, they found something that obviously that's unstoppable. So, I mean, I don't know. My opinions are kind of like iffy with that stuff. So I don't really know how to answer that.
Because yeah. I mean, as a competitor, I think a competitive, like you'd want to stop it. You'd want it to not be
Yeah,
allowed. But it is in the league right
yeah,
now. I think that's
yeah,
totally fair. I think that's what everybody's doing. And like, I
yeah,
understand, I think you're saying both sides, but like, can you as a, and I heard Travis Kelce say on his podcast, like, it's a football play. You can, whatever.
yeah,
I would be trying like hell to stop it if I was an AFC contender. I think it's fair.
yeah. I feel it. It's fair, but at the same time, they found something that nobody else ever have done before. And then since because they did it at the same time, is like now nobody can stop it. Now we got to ban it. At the same time, nobody else in the league is trying to mimic that or has
Yeah.
like consistently had that. So it only works for that type of, I guess, whoever schemed it over there with the Eagles only works for that type of team for real. So,
And you stopped it against the Bills multiple times.
oh yeah. So it just,
I mean,
yeah, they perfected it good. That's all I got to say.
It's different, which I like. It's just different.
Mhm.
What else I want to ask you? We did golf. I know. Oh, you're from Lee Summit, which I love.
Oh yeah, Lisa, Missouri.
Lee Summit, Missouri. I know it very well. My best friend who married my brother is from Lee Summit, or they used to call it like Lee Scummit or something back in the day.
The Scummit.
Um,
Yeah, the Scummit.
the Scummit, yeah. You have a very cool event going on. You are a local Missouri boy. That's why there's so much excitement about you, of course, with this amazing fan base.
Mhm.
And you have your second annual 7-on-7 charity weekend. Tell me that Justin
Yes.
Reed's going since you're golfing with him, and tell me all about it.
Oh, we'll see. I gotta ask Justin if he can go to it. But it's just a 7-on-7 charity event. I know a lot of people in the metro like to do 7-on-7, so it was just like a huge thing I decided last year. I was like, since people like to go do 707, and obviously there's guys that are not high schoolers, they're not in the collegiate level, and I feel like they're older that probably want to go out there and try to see if they still got it. So it was something that I had in plan, and I had a lot of help with my family and everybody else to see if we can actually put that together. And also, I wanted to put Children's Mercy down for it too, because they really helped me when I was in third grade, because I had a hernia in my stomach that was like very huge, and the doctors didn't know if they can surgically repair it. So it was a big thing that Children Mercy like had a whole week a procedure with them, and then they figured out a way to help clog it up, or not, I guess, like help surgically repair it. So
Okay.
it was a big thing. And then I told myself, like, even if I go to Lee or anything, just to help out Children Mercy, because I know there's a lot of guys and a lot of kids out there that have some similar stories or even going through worse. So it was a big thing that I wanted to do, and I wanted to help not only just have a event for 707, but also help with the kids and help donate to Children's Mercy.
Okay, so it is a 7-on-7 football charity weekend. It's happening June
Hmm.
21st, 22nd. And of course,
Yes,
it's saying it benefits Children Mercy's Hospital. There's food I was
yes,
reading, there's prizes, star
prizes.
appearances, the way. So everybody, and a lot of Chiefs fans watching, by the way, a lot of Chiefs fans tweeting, wanting to know, like, what's the one thing you're sort of focused on in this offseason to get to where you want to go in 2025?
One thing I'm focused on is just basically getting my I want to say obviously the scheme wise, but just basically attention to details. Like saying my footwork and just help with my pass rush. I know there's a lot of sacks I missed last year, and I feel like just helping my with just basically helping my footwork and everything like that, and just getting help with somebody like outside source. I feel like that would help my game bumped up, get it bumped up, if that makes sense. But that's one thing I'm focusing this off season, and also just spending some time with my family too. I know I didn't spend that much time last year with my family, just because all this stuff is going on with the football and stuff like that, and that was a big emphasis this year for me too. So
What is it like being from Missouri, being from Lee Summit, and
yeah.
growing up the way the Chiefs were looked at, and obviously like Jamal Charles, and they were like these bright spots,
Yeah.
big, like, and then sort of seeing what Kansas City has become, because you even
Mhm.
show up at the Kansas City airport, and they've like opened gift shops to sell Chiefs
Yeah.
stuff. It has
Oh yeah, it's
become
crazy.
a global team. You went and play, like you go and play in Germany. You might be playing in Brazil. You might be
Mhm.
the Netflix staple for the entire world. Like, as someone, like, you get it differently because you're from there. What is that like?
Yeah. It's different. I've been through the Matt Castle days. I've been through the one that was like 1-13. When we beat the Green Bay Packers, and it was just like a amazing thing. I remember everybody was celebrating everything, even throughout the streets. And I was there 2020 whenever Pat won that Super Bowl.
Hmm.
It was crazy because I remember I was a kid in the streets going throughout the parade, like not in the parade, but we went out through Power and Light. We were all getting lit after they won the Super Bowl and
Love
everything
some
like
power and
that.
light. Yes.
I know it was crazy, and then just to see that, even like my friends nowadays, they're just like, "There's no way we were literally just with you at the Chiefs parade in 2020, and now you're with the Chiefs." So it's a dream come true for sure. Grew up a Chief my whole life. Even my mom, she suffered a little bit just for me to get those Chiefs tickets to like tour around the Chiefs and stuff like that. So even just to see that stuff, how things change, it's a dream come true for sure, and I'm definitely living in it.
Yeah, it was not when I was living in, I went to Mizzou, and I know, so relax. I went to
You went
Mizzou,
to
and I just remember, like, the Chiefs and the Rams were not spoken about. It was Jeff Fisher on one side, and then it was the Chiefs who were,
Mhm.
always, but it was never quite there. Even with Kelsey, even with, and that, yeah, now like I was like, nobody was at the Grand Saloon talking about the Chiefs, and now
Yeah,
you literally, it's just everything's changed, and it's been
and
absolutely. You mentioned what you want to work on with sacks. We have this one play my producer Cal was obsessed with from this morning, and we have a question. I have a question about it, but this CJ Stroud sack. I know you want to improve and get more sacks, but divisional round, Texas driving into the red zone, and you kind of went through Laramie Tunsil here. Talk me through this play.
It was like my coach always says, try to once you get a level of quarterback, try to counter back. So I know I was kind of level farther level of quarterback, and he likes to step up a little bit. So I try to like hump him and try to get a sack. And George was going to be there too. He had a phenomenal game in that game too, and he was about to
Awesome.
get his fourth sack, but it's just something that it was like I had to do, and I'm glad it happened at that time. So I was very excited, and we got the dub. So yeah.
Felix, Chiefs want more of that, Felix.
Oh yeah, I know. I gotta give them more. So I'm
You
excited.
said last one. We're talking about the Grand Falloon in Kansas City. This steakhouse or whatever that's opening. Um,
Yeah.
I think it's Travis and Patrick, right? Pat and
Oh yeah.
Travis held 1587, right?
Hmm.
They're gonna have a special cheeseburger in honor of Coach Reed, who doesn't look like he's eating many
Oh yeah,
cheeseburgers.
cheeseburger. Ooh,
Yeah,
I can't wait.
if they created a menu item for the local boy, what would the Felix meal be?
Ooh, that's a great question. It'll probably be like I'll probably call it a FAU meal, and like the FAU meal would be like some like I will say some. It'll probably be a mixture of like some Nigerian food with also American food together. Probably we're gonna find a way to mix that together. Probably put some jollof rice and probably put some like suya, and then probably have like a steak on the side or something like that. I don't know. I gotta talk to him about that low key to put that on the menu or something like that.
I feel like
But
that was
we
your
will
quickest answer in this whole. You knew right away where you wanted to go with it.
because it was my favorite food. So like, all right, oh yeah, actually take jollof rice. Actually no, leave jollof rice. Put some fried rice
Okay,
in it,
fried
and that would
rice.
be good. I don't know if you had fufu before, but you should try it. You should try it.
I've
You
never
probably
had.
like it.
Maybe you should serve it at your second annual 7-on-7 football charity weekend with our friend Felix. We appreciate you so much. Congrats on all the success you've had, and you keep getting better. It's all ahead of you, and we'll see you maybe on Christmas, maybe in
Oh, for
Brazil.
sure, for sure,
Okay,
got to.
we'll take a break here. Thank you, Felix, so much, and thank you for talking about the Super Bowl. And I'm sure you not want to. Maybe now I'll be the last one to ask you about it.